In today's video, we are going to go over what I think is probably the most critical component of any neurologic rehabilitation program, and that is finding a way to get moderate intensity activity in every single day. So moderate intensity activity is where you're getting your heart rate up a little bit, but you could still maintain a conversation. So we're going to kind of go into what that means, and of course, exercises that anyone can do, regardless of what stage you're at in the rehab process. With just a few simple tools, you can start getting in that moderate intensity activity, which is going to promote brain health and promote brain recovery. If you're new to this channel, I'm Tara, I'm a neurologic physical therapist. On this channel, we talk about anything and everything related to mobility, health, fitness, and mindset in the context of neurologic injury, with the end goal of empowering you with as many tools as possible to take ownership of your rehab and your health, to live an overall more active, more mobile, pain-free, happier, healthier life. Now, before we dive into the exercises, as a reminder, there will be a PDF handout that goes along with this video that has pictures and descriptions of all the exercises that we're going to go through today, so that you can print that out and just make it a lot easier to incorporate these activities into your home exercise routine. Those PDF handouts are available to our gold and our bronze monthly members. To learn more about our membership programs and to sign up, you can visit rehab-hq.com. Now let's go ahead and dive into the exercises. All right, so the first exercise that we're going to do is we're just going to use this flex bar. I have made a video on this, and I will put a link to that video in the description below of all the things that you can do with this bar. But it is a great tool to kind of work on getting that heart rate up, because you can do it at any level, regardless of where you're at in the recovery process. You can use this bar sitting, and just by shaking this bar, I'm telling you, you shake this bar enough, like you're having to work, to kind of keep that bar moving, but also to keep your body still. So there's a lot of things going on. It is a way to get your heart rate up, even if you can't stand yet. So this is kind of like, we're going to start at kind of like the easiest way to kind of work on getting into that moderate intensity zone. And then we're going to kind of build from there. Now, the goal is that you're getting 150 minutes in per week minimum. So if you really want to promote brain healing and improve just brain health in general, you really should be kind of keeping that on the horizon. If you're not there yet, working towards that 150 minutes. But in all honesty, if you are not doing anything right now and you sit most of the day, even just doing 10 minutes of something every single day has shown to have a pretty decent impact on your overall health and disease prevention. So don't be overwhelmed by that number. Even 10 minutes a day is accomplishing a lot. But if you're someone that you're already doing kind of like that 30 minutes 3 times a week, just know that you should be working towards that 150 minutes per week. And because if you're already there, like you're already doing something 30 minutes 3 times a week, you're really close. So I say just keep trying to add a little bit each day to kind of get that up. 150 minutes minimum, moderate intensity. Again, moderate intensity means that your heart rate is up, but you could still maintain a conversation. Okay? So that's the first activity. If you can't stand, and walking and treadmills and all of that stuff is kind of out of the question for you, great way to kind of work on that endurance and get that stamina up a little bit. All right. Now, if you're someone that can stand, you can just go ahead and try and do the same thing in standing. All right, that's going to add a little bit of a added challenge that will get that heart rate up a little bit more than just if you were just standing and doing nothing. So again, just adding that little shake there will really add a lot, okay? And then if you wanted to vary it again, you could do it in a wall squat, and then you can shake it up and down this way or that way. And again, we're trying to get that heart rate up into that zone and maintain it in that zone. Now, obviously you couldn't do this for 30 minutes straight, or I couldn't. I'd probably just get bored. But what you could do is you could alternate this with some of the other exercises that we're going to go over in this video, and kind of come up with, maybe do like 5 minutes of one, then 5 minutes of another, and then 5 minutes of another, and just kind of linking a few different exercises together so you don't get bored. But Flex Bar. Link for this is in the description below. They are one of the sponsors of this channel. So by clicking on the link in the description below, you will be helping to support this channel. And of course, we always appreciate your support. All right. Kettlebells are absolutely amazing for a variety of reasons, but definitely kettlebell swings are one of the best ways with a very small piece of equipment to work on getting into that zone 2 or that moderate intensity range for your heart rate. Again, you're trying to get your heart rate up, but you still want to be able to maintain a conversation, and you want to feel like the weight is kind of like a pendulum. So a lot of times when I start doing this with people, they try and kind of like muscle it, like they're trying to lift that bar every time. You really want to just kind of let it swing. You want it to feel like a pendulum, that kind of once you get that momentum going, it's kind of moving on its own almost, and you're just really kind of working on just squatting down and coming back up. Okay, so again, you want it to feel like it's just like free floating, and you're trying to slow it down and just slow it down on the way down, and then just kind of let it come back up. All right, and again, you couldn't do this for 30 minutes, but you could link a few of these exercises together and kind of do one for 2 minutes, move to the next one, do the next one for 2 minutes, and kind of link them together that way. All right. I think most of you know what this is. It is a mini tramp. I've shown this before for like balance type activities, which is what I use a lot for here. But it is a great way to get like a little moderate intensity activity going, and it is relatively small when it comes to like cardio equipment. And I just think it's great, and you can use it for a variety of different stages. If you're in the early stages, get in a corner, you can buy one that has a handle on it even to hold, or putting it in a corner. And again, if you're in the early stages or you're just been sitting for a long time, just getting on it and just kind of doing these little like up and down motion, not even coming off the tramp, you're going to feel that again if you're pretty deconditioned. And then if you're higher level, you can jump 2 legs, you can do some back and forth with your legs, you can do some twists. I just think it's fun. I think it's a great way. You could put it in your living room, watch a movie. I do quite a bit of cardio on machines and treadmills, and a lot of times, sometimes I watch a movie, sometimes I listen to a podcast. That's just my way of kind of keeping myself entertained and allowing me to get the required recommended activity in every single week. But again, probably one of my favorites because it's fun and relatively cheap comparatively to most treadmills and things like that, and it's small and can be kept out of the way. All right, now if you've been around here for a while, you have heard me talk about like how much I like an elliptical. This is kind of like a home version that is kind of like an elliptical motion. The thing that I like about these stair climbers versus like walking on a treadmill is that your foot stays in contact with the surface. So if you are someone that has a lot of spasticity in your ankle or your knee hyperextends, it's a little bit easier to control on something like this. And it is something that if you're lower level, you can just put it in a corner. You can sit on a bar stool, get your feet up on there, or just kind of make sure you have the walls around you. Get your stronger leg up there first. Get your body weight on that foot, and then put your weaker leg up would be my suggestion. And then, yeah, again, I think they're great. They can be stored under a bed. They're relatively cheap. And again, getting that 150 minutes of moderate intensity activity in every single day. All right, and I've also shown this in other videos, but again, it is a tool that I love. That's just another fun way to kind of get some of that moderate intensity activity in. And again, I don't think you could do any one of these activities for 30 minutes straight, but maybe you could pick like 4 or 5 and do like 2 minutes of each. Maybe pick, or even 3. and do 2 minutes of each and just kind of repeat that like 5 times. I think that's right. I think that'll come out to 30 minutes, but kind of make it so that the total time equals 30 minutes, but choose several different activities to keep it enjoyable. But if you have 2 hands, the other way that I like to use this slide board with these booties on is just to kind of set a chair or something on here and just kind of do like a runner motion. So you could add that to the mix, maybe do like 2 minutes of the runner motion, 2 minutes of the kettlebell swings, 2 minutes of the flex bar, and then just repeat that 5 times. And again, I think that comes out to 30 minutes. But that is it for this video. I hope you guys found this video helpful. Again, getting that 150 minutes in, or even just getting any kind of zone 2 or that moderate intensity activity in, is so, so important to neuroplasticity or that brain rewiring, but also slowing the neurodegenerative process if you do have a neurodegenerative disease, and just maintaining overall brain health and performance. So hopefully you can choose 1 or 2 of these activities to make your routine fun and enjoyable and work on improving your overall health. Don't forget, there is a PDF handout that goes along with this video that will have pictures and descriptions of all the exercises that we went over in this video. If you're a member, you do have access to that PDF handout. If you didn't know, if you weren't aware, we do have a membership program. A gold membership program gives you access to something new that we've started this year, and that is monthly masterminds where we do little mini lectures helping you to take complete ownership of your rehab and your health, as well as monthly live Q&As where you can get your specific questions answered. In addition to that, you do have access to an exercise vault that are all the home exercises that I actually give to my patients that I see in person. So you just have all of those exercises to kind of build your own routines, save them, and give you the tools that you need to get you to that next level in your neuro recovery. So if you want to learn more about those programs, visit rehab-hq.com. If you're new to this channel and you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell so that you'll get notified every time I upload new videos. I enjoyed spending time with y'all today, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day.